Hello everyone, Tom with Capo Fetish. Welcome back. Let's talk about some unsung rhythm guitarists today. I'm going to start off here with a personal fave of mine, and that is Frank Sampedro from Crazy Horse. This is the Zuma album from '75. This is the first Crazy Horse album that Frank appeared on. And it's already a different sounding Crazy Horse from the Crazy Horse of Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere from '69. It's a much beefier sound with Frank involved here. And you can already tell from the first track, Don't Cry No Tears, songs like Barstool Blues. There's just something about Frank's playing, his rhythm guitar playing with that crunch, and then occasionally he throws in these arpeggios. It really, really complements Neil's playing. Neil's very unique guitar playing, lead guitar playing. I think it's just fantastic. He was definitely one of my inspirations for picking up a guitar, and I always loved his sound. A good example here is the Live Rust album here with Frank Sampedro. Like a wall of sound between him and Neil's guitar. You watch the live video, the movie that came out in '79. I mean, it's just a wall of sound going on with his rhythm guitar, Frank's rhythm guitar, Neil's leads. Songs that highlight this fact are Powderfinger, Sedan Delivery, just rocks. Even a song like The Loner, which was on the first album by Neil, the debut, gets a live rendering here with just like a wall of sound kind of display. Incredible stuff. And then you've got stuff like Hey Hey My with that crunch. I don't know, there's just something I've always loved about Frank Sampedro, his guitar playing. It's just fantastic. I think he's very unsung. No one really talks about him. And I think that even though Danny Whitten was amazing in his own right, I think Frank's sound really, really beefed up the Crazy Horse sound. So we're throwing him here in the mix today. Frank Sampedro, also known as Poncho from Crazy Horse. This band here, probably most of the attention goes to the lead guitarist, but what about the rhythm guitarist? How about Malcolm Young from AC/DC? Those riffs, that guitar sound, just incredible against Angus's incredible lead guitar playing prowess. This album, I think, really highlights the fact of Malcolm's playing. Girls Got Rhythm, the title track, Highway to Hell, Beating Around the Bush, probably my all-time favorite ACD song, Walk All Over You, the way it starts off and then just kicks into high gear. Just amazing stuff. Just timeless riffs. That last track, Night Prowler, with that bluesy kind of feel to it, is just amazing. So I just think the sound of Malcolm is amazing, and his riffs are amazing, but he just doesn't get enough credit. I think most of the credit usually goes to Angus, or it goes to Bon or Brian Johnson. So we're throwing Malcolm in the mix today. Malcolm Young from AC/DC. Definitely unsung. How about a chimey guitarist, a jingle jangle guitarist? A lot of people talk a lot about this band, and they're huge and everything, but they don't really talk about the guitarist. And I'm talking about Peter Buck from REM. He's an amazing rhythm guitar player. Doesn't play any leads. It's all just arpeggios and jingle jangle. There's Peter right there. And here's a signature or a signing from Bill Berry, the drummer. This was outside when I saw REM at the Greek Theater in '85 when they were supporting Fables of the Reconstruction. Bill Berry, the drummer, signed this album. But back to Peter Buck, just an amazing chimey guitar player. I mean, really complicated type of figures going on. So on a song like Wolves Lower, I've never really heard an arpeggio quite like that. That is really unique. Songs like Gardening at Night, Carnival of Sorts. And then on other albums like Reckoning, you've got that opening of Pretty Persuasion with another really incredible arpeggio chimey guitar. All over this album, we've got Southern Central Rain, Second Guessing, Letter Never Sent, and on. This particular guitar playing is very evident in these early REM albums, and it's just, I think it's one of the best chimey. Next to Roger McGuinn, I think Peter Buck is right next to Roger McGuinn as far as chimey guitar goes, and really, really unique arpeggios. So we're throwing Peter Buck in the mix today as far as unsung guitarists. Peter Buck from REM. How about Marc Bolan from T-Rex? Marc Bolan played a few leads, but it was basically more kind of a rhythm-based thing, kind of more of a boogie-based kind of rhythm guitar playing. All over this album, Electric Warrior, all over the Slider, all over Tanks. Just this really, really cool, unique rhythm guitar playing. Songs like Jeepster, Get It On, The last track, what is it, Rip Off, highlight this fact of his unique guitar playing. And then there's albums like The Slider with Metal Guru and Tanks, and what's that song that even the Replacements covered? 20th Century Boy. Marc Bolan, very unsung. We know the man, we know the writer, we know the performer, but not a lot of people talk about the guitarist. And that is Marc Bolan, is very unsung as a rhythm guitarist. And that is Marc Bolan from T-Rex. How about good old Steve Marriott? We know his vocal prowess, but his rhythm guitar playing is absolutely phenomenal. This is a solo album from 1976. As far as Small Faces go, I love his rhythm guitar playing on Tin Soldier. This is the US version here of their first album for Immediate. Tin Soldier, there's this little rhythm lead part he plays at the beginning of the song called Talk to You. And then there's songs like on Odgin's Nut Gone Flake, the song called Song of a Baker. Just really cool rhythm guitar playing. And then you've got like Humble Pie, the performance album here, where he's playing with Frampton. Really loud, crunchy, a lot of boogie. Really, really great stuff from Steve Marriott. Another unsung player, fantastic stuff. How about some funk, all right? There's a guy that no one hardly ever talks about, and that is Jimmy Nolen, the guitarist for James Brown's band, especially his work between 65 and 1970. God, tracks like Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, I Got You, Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, I Don't Want Nobody to Give Me Nothing, Open Up the Door, I'll Get It Myself. There's songs like Turn It Up, Give It Up, Turn It Loose, where there's like this little, almost sounds like this, he's playing on the bass notes of the guitar, you know, the higher or the lower strings, doing this do 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 do. I mean, really, really great stuff. Licking Stick, I mean, it's all over this, that kind of chicken scratch style. Really, really great stuff. Just, I mean, that along with the horn section and James, I mean, it's just an amazing combination of players and rhythm going on. It's all rhythm. There's no lead going on in this band at all. It's just the best rhythm section ever in music, and that is James Brown's band. And we're highlighting Jimmy Nolen's work between 65 and 70 here. Fantastic stuff. How about Joe Strummer from The Clash? Songs like White Riot and Janie Jones, especially these early albums here, really highlight Joe Strummer's rhythm prowess along with Mick Jones' lead. Career Opportunities, Cheat, Garageland, Hate and War, What's My Name, London's Burning, Complete Control, which would later appear on the American version of the Clash debut. So Joe Strummer, and the way he played too, he played with such conviction on stage. Just, man, I tell you, he played like it was his last performance. So Joe Strummer from The Clash, we're throwing him in the mix as well. And how about Kurt Cobain? We know everything about Nirvana at this point. We know the songs, but that rhythm guitar playing is really unique on all these tracks. The lofts, the loud, soft kind of approach. Of course, like Smells Like Teen Spirit, but some of these songs like Come As You Are, Breed, Lithium have really unique little guitar parts, but there aren't really any lead guitar parts. Territorial Pissings, Drain You, Lounge Act, On a Plane, which is probably my favorite Nirvana track. Just really good rhythm, strong rhythm guitar playing. Nothing fancy, but it gets the point across with each song. Really good stuff. Kurt Cobain, another unsung rhythm guitarist. So what other rhythm guitarist would you throw into the list? Let me know. As always, thanks for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you dig the content across the channel, press subscribe. It's absolutely free. And we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.